Having created this list of every dormitory room in the 2 dorms we're going to be looking at for the study, what I need to do now is find a way to randomly select 25 of these rooms for purposes of the study. Now to do that, I'm going to create a random number for each room, put that random number in this column D, and then sort by this column, which will put the room numbers themselves in random order. And once they're in random order, I can simply take the first 25 on the list, and I'll have my 25 room random sample. So here's how to do that procedure. I'm going to first of all label this column, because this is where I'm going to put the random numbers. I'll just call it random. And then here in cell D2, I'm going to type an equal sign and then RAND, and then a left parenthesis followed by a right parenthesis with nothing in between, no blank or space or anything like that. And then hit enter. And when I do that, Excel creates a random number and puts it in that cell. Now the next thing I want to do is copy this random number formula down this column into each of these cells so that each room in the database has a random number associated with it. I'm going to use a technique you've seen before. I'm going to highlight what I'm going to copy, right click, choose copy, and then highlight all the cells that I want to copy that formula to, and right click and choose paste. And I now have a random number associated with each dormitory room. Hit escape to get rid of those squiggly lines. And now the next thing that I want to do is sort by this random number. Now I'm going to highlight the cells and choose data and sort, and make sure this my data has headers box is checked. And then I'm going to have it sort by the random column. And over here I can choose smallest to largest, which is the default. I can also choose largest to smallest. It really doesn't matter. These are random numbers, and what that means is that they're in random order. So whether you go high to low or low to high doesn't really matter. So I click OK, and there we go. Excel sorted the entire data set based on the random numbers. Notice that every time you do something in Excel, the random numbers regenerate. So they're not now in any kind of sort order. They were when Excel sorted them, but that's okay. They've now been put in a random order, and so all I need to do is take the first 25. I could either just count them, or I could do it this way. Type a number here, and then use another technique you've seen. There go those random numbers again. See, they change every time I hit enter. That's all right. Highlight the 1 and the 2, and then click and drag, and Excel will continue the sequence until I've labeled 25 of them. And these 25 rooms now will be my random sample for purposes of the study. So that's how to pull a random sample out of a list in Microsoft Excel.